Okay, I think I'm recording. I've never like recorded on Zoom, so let's see how this goes. Okay, so my first question is, can you tell me a bit about yourself?
So I am a I was born and raised in Chicago. I love the city. I hate when people are like, "Oh, Chicago, it's so dangerous, it's so ghetto." I'm like, because you're not from here, you don't know. Like, I was raised between Little Village and Humboldt Park, so those are the two like dangerous spots of the city. And for me, people are like, "Oh, it's so dangerous there. It's so like there's so much violence," and I'm like, I grew up playing in the alleyways over there, like in the summer, chasing down the loteria guy and chasing down the elote guy even like. And I don't even like elotes, but I would help my cousins chase him down because they were like, "Come on!" I'm like, I don't like them. So it's just, I love where I'm from. I love how welcome I feel because I'm a no sabo kid. Like, I don't speak
Oh.
Spanish very well. I understand more than I can say. Um, but so technically I'm a no sabo kid, which I hate when people call me that. Um, so the communities are just so like everything, and that helped to shape like who I am as a person and my personality. Because I've always been in a community where I felt like everyone was just like there and like welcome, so it helped me feel like, oh, everyone's just here and like I should welcome them. So yeah.
How involved are you in the community?
I only started, so I'm not like involved with like groups or anything, but I know a lot about like what's happening, especially because of my boyfriend. His family knows so many people throughout the community of Humboldt Park, and they kind of help to keep me informed of like what's going on, what issues are happening, what they're doing to fix them, and stuff like that.
Do you spend much time indoors or like outdoors in the community, or where do you like spend your time at?
It depends mostly like on the weather, on what's happening around as well. Like in June, I'm out. I am out. I'm outside like almost every single day doing whatever I can do because it's so much fun. But in November, I'm like, I'm staying inside. I'm not going nowhere. No, you can't come to my house. It's cold. I don't want to open the door. Like nothing like that.
Oh, okay. What could be improved in the community?
Definitely, like, I don't think it's within the community. I think it's within the city itself. Definitely, like, the stigma around the community.
Mhm.
Like, oh, if you go to Humboldt Park, you have to be Puerto Rican. Like, no. The city has built the stigma that you have to be. But in reality, you don't. Because, well, yes, there are some people that are like, oh, you shouldn't be here because you're not one of us. There's almost everyone else that's like, bro, just come for a good time. Come to taste the food. It's a lot of fun. So that's definitely something that needs to be changed is the stigma.
What ads do you notice the most in the neighborhood? Like, do you notice more like billboards, posters, and like what are those ads for?
Um, for me, I notice a lot more like murals and graffiti art, and they're more for like bringing peace and like standing with each other. Um, yeah, that's actually mostly what I noticed thinking about it. I mostly see like murals and graffiti, and it's all like zero shot today in Chicago as a hope,
Mhm.
or um, brown lives for black lives. They both matter, like stuff like that.
Why do you think you notice more of like the murals instead of like the ads that are placed throughout the neighborhood?
I think it's because like the community does so much and wants like so much of their community to also feel like they're involved. It wants them to feel like they have a say and like they have a voice. So that's part of why I think that there's more murals than like big billboards.
The ads that you do see, how do you feel about them? Like, what do you think they're more tailored to?
Oh, I love them. I love seeing street art. It's so cool. Like people are so creative. Like it's awesome. Um, so I feel like anyone that really like likes art or likes to see like something different would really enjoy just walking down and seeing like the way people have painted, the way people have like represented and all of that.
Do you feel like the ads that are placed there represent the needs and wants of the people?
Yes. It's a want no one to be shot in Chicago. It's a need for both Black and brown lives to matter. And they're both
Are you talking
very
about the
much
art or the ads?
they're both ads.
Okay.
They're ads for like each other that coincide.
Okay. What type of images would you like to see more of?
More of what the island looks like. More of I can't say more of a sense of community because there's such a large one. But more of like depictions of people's point of view and like people's ideas of like island and stuff like that.
How do you think people promote the most in Humboldt Park? Like, is it more like word of mouth or more like posters you see or more of something that's on social media?
It's both social media and word of mouth because people like, you know, you spend so much time here that you know people and they come into Nellie's, they see, oh, they're having catering options for Christmas Eve. And that gets shared on Nellie's Facebook page, but also people are sharing that with their friends, and then it just draws a crowd. And I think that's how it is for all of the mom and pop shops that are down Division Street.
I literally had a question and it just left my mind. What type of stores do you see the most of? Like, do you see more of a small businesses or do you see bigger like brand stores like Walmart and Save a Lot?
Small businesses. There's a lot of small businesses. Like I think the only like big chains that are over here like Dunkin', Little Caesars, and McDonald's, or also Cermak Produce, but like it's mainly mom and pop shops.
Is there anything else that you would like to say about like the types of advertisements you see in Humboldt Park?
That they're beautiful and you should give them a chance. Like if you're just driving through it, just look out the window. Take a second, look up from your phone, look out the window, and you will see just how colorful and lively, and it just draws your eye, which makes you then want to go inside because you have something so bright and lively on the front of your building. And I'm like, oh, is it bright and lively inside as well? So definitely just take a minute to look at it.
Okay, that's my last question. Thank you so much, dude.
You're welcome.
I don't know how to say